Alessia was the queen of things. Today, her throne was a kitchen stool, and her royal crown sparkled with a fresh dusting of white flour. She had a mission to bake the tallest, most magnificent, most super-duper mega cake in the entire neighborhood. She lined up her ingredients like tiny soldiers on the counter. Flour, sugar, eggs, and rainbow sprinkles, all labeled neatly in her perfect handwriting.
This cake will be perfect and no one is allowed to touch it.
Just then, her little sister Anaya peeked over the counter with wide, hopeful eyes.
Ooh, can I help, Alessia? I'm really good at stirring.
No! This cake is mine. Mine, mine, mine! Go play with your blocks, Anaya. This is royal business.
Even Mama and Daddy peeked into the kitchen, smelling the sweet vanilla in the air. "Do you want some help, birthday chef?" Mama asked with a smile.
No one can help. I know exactly how it should be. Everybody step back!
Alessia started to work. She cracked the eggs, crack, plop, and poured the sugar. She stirred and stirred with her tiny silver spoon. But then, disaster struck. The batter was becoming as thick as cold mud. The eggs wouldn't mix right, and the sugar was sticking to the sides of the bowl like glue. When Alessia tried to pour the heavy glop into the pan, it didn't flow. It exploded. Splat! Yellow batter flew onto her nose, her apron, and even the kitchen floor. "Uh-oh," she muttered, looking at the sticky mess.
I think maybe I might need more hands after all.
Suddenly, a tap, tap, tap sounded at the window. It was Amina, Toby, and Sophia, waving and pointing at the flour clouds in the kitchen.
Hi, Alessia! We saw the flower explosion from outside. Can we come in and help?
Amina shouted through the glass. Alessia's first instinct was to shout her favorite word, no. But then she remembered the playground last week. She remembered how much fun it was to chase her friends instead of sitting alone with a perfect ball. She took a deep breath and opened the door. Okay, maybe you can help, but be careful. This is my masterpiece. The crew rushed in, eyes wide with excitement. They washed their hands, tied their aprons, and got right to work. "Okay, team," Alessia shouted, feeling like a real captain. "We'll do it my way."
Amina, you're on flour duty. Mix it up.
Amina grabbed a big wooden spoon and started stirring in giant, loopy, swirly-whirly circles. The batter started to change. It became fluffy, soft, and looked like a golden cloud. Now the eggs, Alessia instructed. Jamal cracked them carefully, but oops, 2 tiny pieces of eggshell fell right into the middle. Alessia almost panicked, but then she remembered to be a leader.
Don't worry, Toby. Watch me. We just fish them out like little boats. Good job.
"Sugar time," Sophia squealed, pouring in a literal mountain of white sugar. She accidentally spilled a little on the floor, and for a second, the kitchen went silent. Alessia looked at the mess, then at Sophia's worried face, and she did something surprising. She laughed.
It's okay, Sophia. The floor won't eat it, but maybe the ants will have a party later.
Piece by piece, the batter came together.
Alessia realized something incredible. Her friends were making the batter much better than she ever could have done all by herself. Next came the stacking. Alessia wanted the tallest cake ever made. She climbed onto a stool to pour the first layer, but the pan started to wobble dangerously. "I've got it," Toby shouted, holding the base steady. Amina held the tray perfectly straight, while Sophia showered the top with chocolate chips like a delicious rainstorm. Together they built the first layer tall and strong. "Layer 2, Alessia shouted, but this time she let her friends take the lead. Toby mixed, Amina poured, and Sophia spread the frosting. Alessia carefully guided them, but she didn't feel like she had to do every single thing anymore. The big moment finally arrived, the neighborhood bake-off. Kids from all over the block brought their cakes to the long tables. Most of them were very neat, very square, and very boring. Then Alessia and her team rolled in the Skyscraper cake. It towered above all the others, with rainbow frosting glimmering and chocolate chips peeking out like hidden jewels.
Whoa!
"Wow!" shouted Mr. Jenkins, the judge, as his jaw nearly hit the floor.
This cake is a miracle! How in the world did you make it so incredibly tall, Alessia?
Alessia looked at Amina, Toby, and Sophia and their happy faces. She didn't say, "I did it." Instead, she beamed with pride and said, "I didn't do it alone, Mr. Jenkins. My friends helped me. We built it together." The crowd erupted into cheers. Alessia realized she didn't even care who won the gold trophy. She already had the best prize, the sound of her friends laughing and the memory of their giant, messy teamwork. That night, after the last crumb was eaten, Mama tucked Alessia into bed.
Did you enjoy
"So, my little baker, did you enjoy making your masterpiece today?" she asked softly. Alessia thought about the flour in her hair and the sticky sugar on her shoes.
I really did, Mama. Even though it got a little messy, and even though it wasn't all mine.
She smiled as she closed her eyes. "I think sharing and working together makes the cake taste way sweeter." Mama kissed her forehead and whispered, "Yes, Queen Alessia, the best things in life are always better when they're shared." Alessia drifted off to sleep, imagining her next big project. She realized a magical secret that would stay with her forever. Letting friends help doesn't take away your crown, it just makes it shine a whole lot brighter.
Wait! Before you go and bake your own cake, let's see if you can pass the Queen's Quiz.
Question 1. Why did Alessia refuse help at the beginning of the story? Answer: because she wanted the cake to be perfect and believed she could do it best all by herself. Question 2. Why did the cake start to go wrong when Alessia was working all alone? Answer: because the batter was too thick and she realized she needed more hands to help her. Question 3. What was the secret Alessia learned at the end of the story? Answer: that sharing and working together makes everything better and your crown shines brighter.
Thank you for being part of our subscriber family.
If you want to see more of Alessia and her friends, like and share.
See you in the next adventure. Bye-bye!